Sea Change here again, it's Paul, and today I'm going to take you into the world of fashion. It's cold where I am today, so I've been thinking about clothing and thinking about fashion, and today I'm going to talk to you about how to make money selling clothing online. Now, we'll talk in the normal aspects of it, affiliate marketing and all those sort of things, but there's also another side of it for clothing, which is selling products that you may be making or own, or be purchasing to on-sell, that sort of thing. So there's another aspect of it today that we probably haven't talked about in some of our other videos that we've talked about or posts that I've written about on products that you can make money selling online, like essential oils and CBD oil and other things, supplements, another one I've written about. So, there's slightly different angle to it today, but we'll run through it all and see how we go. So I guess where I got this from was we read a lot of books here. We run a couple of businesses. We read a lot of books, always in a self-help type scenario. And we're reading one by the name, and I'll have to look at this, Sophia Amoruso, she created Nasty Girl, and I was reading her book, Girl Boss. And she started selling clothing online. She was going to the local op shops. I'm not sure if you call them op shops in other parts of the world. In Australia, we call them op shops or some vinnies or something like that. We go to them. She was buying, seconds. The one down the road here, you can buy clothes for $1. So she was going buying that sort of stuff, re-accessorizing them, putting them together, and then on-selling them to people as sets, and was doing all that sales online via an Etsy store and her Instagram account. So that sort of is what inspired me to do this post, and we'll go through the clothing and have a look at what we can do. So there is a couple of business models that we can look at. So, and as I said, you've got the pure affiliate marketing model, you've got which is where you're selling the clothing of other people, or you've got the model where you're selling your own clothes. So obviously the affiliate marketing is a little less work to do, well, I shouldn't have said that. It's not less work to do, it's just different work, because affiliate marketing, obviously you've got to have your website, you've got to be solving problems. We'll go through all that as well. But before we start, as with anything, I like to see if there's a market. So if we have a look at the market for clothing, I did a search for clothing. There is 193,000 odd searches online for clothing. So people just typing in the word clothing, they do that 193,000 times per month. Clothing is quite a large niche, so if we narrow that down a little bit, we then get to things like baby clothes, which is 28,000 searches, nearly 29,000 searches a month. Maternity, which is nearly 13,000 searches a month. Anything that has baby in it, it's like weddings. Anything that has baby or maternity in it, add a few zeros and off you go. It's their licenses to print money. They're evergreen. People are always going to have babies. People are always going to be pregnant. People are always going to want to spend money on those avenues. So, they're a good one. Sports is another one, sports clothing, underwear and lingerie, business clothing. I didn't do this thing for underwear and lingerie in the post, but business clothing still gets about 1,000 searches a month. So again, if you're looking to sell business clothing to higher powered executives, get under the luxury business clothing line, you could make some good money out of that as well. So lots and lots of different areas and lots and lots of different avenues in the clothing niche to search for. So you can have a look at that. And let's have a look at the growth trends. Now, over time, these sites they've been steady, which is really good. Sometimes you see a big spike. As long as that spike stays, the risk with a big spike is that it's a fad. So people are buying like fidget spinners. I bet if you looked at fidget spinner growth trends, they go up like that and then down like that. So if you had an affiliate marketing site for fidget spinners, you might not be doing as well now as you were 12 months ago. So, but with clothing, it is quite a steady trend. So it's something that you, again, and I did it with baby clothes, maternity clothes as well, and yet good search numbers, good ongoing search numbers, which is what we're after. So in terms of a market, absolutely that we've got the background there to sell clothes online. We talked about niche a minute ago, and this is something I think with clothing, if you're going to sell clothing online, and you may already know exactly what you're going to sell. You may be someone who makes baby clothes. You may have an avenue in this part of the world. We get a lot of our clothes come in from Asia. I think like the US, where they come in from South America, it's a cheaper market. As long as you're doing it going through ethical companies, it's a cheaper market, and you can import clothing into this country quite cheaply. So if you've already got your niche in mind, then absolutely you go for it. If you have an interest in clothing or it's something that you want to sell, then you're going to have to think of a niche. Clothing itself's too broad. If your niche is too broad, you're going to lose authority within your site, because people, if I go into a site for sports clothes and next time I want to buy sports clothes, I think, oh great, I'll go back to that site, and then I see maternity, I'm going to switch off because I thought it was the sports clothes. I mean, you can branch out in different areas, and obviously the bigger sites do that, but it's something while you're starting out that you need to probably narrow down. So again, a niche would be, are you going to do baby clothes? It could be you might decide to have a mums and bubs clothes. This is all coming off the top of my head, but a mums and bubs clothing site, so you can take the families right from the second they fall pregnant all the way through all the stages of pregnancy, into childbirth, postpartum, 1 month after, 2 months after, as if ladies are looking to get their pre-baby bodies back or something like that. So, and I say that with all due respect, of course. So, you do have that range. So that could be your niche. Your niche could be sporting clothes. Could be sporting clothes for over 50s or something like that. You've got a whole range of niches there. You just need to narrow it down. And if you're going to narrow it down, you need to narrow it down into the usual. So is it evergreen? And the biggest thing that we talk about here is, are you solving a problem? People search online to solve a problem. Think about what you're searching for. Even though you go, I want to do some shopping, I'm going to do, what do I feel like buying today? You're going to solve a problem. This problem being that you want to buy some clothes. Now, people search online on problems in two ways, in my understanding. They know what they want, but they don't know. They know their problem, but they don't know how to solve it. So I might decide that I'm going to start doing marathons. My problem is I don't know what to wear for a marathon, but I know that's my problem. What do I want to wear for marathons? So I'll go in and do a search for clothing for marathons. Your niche site, being sports clothing, sports apparel for men, will help me out, because you'll have a post in there saying marathon, long distance running or jogging or something like that, which I'll find. My other problem might be is that I want to go to a wedding. What do I need to do to go to a wedding? And I search for go to a wedding. Oh, I need clothes. What clothes do I wear? So I don't really know how to solve my problem. Clothing might be one aspect of it. It's probably is not as prevalent in the clothing niches as others. Most of us know that we want clothes and we're just looking for what sort, or what brand we like, or what colours we like, etc. Not often do we not know that clothing will be the solution to our problem, but they're the two problems that you do have. So whatever your niche is, make sure that you know how to solve a problem, whether you've got your own website or not. Even if you just have an Etsy site or an eBay site, an Etsy shop or an eBay shop, or a Shopify spot or something like that, you need to be able to market that site to solve the problem of the people who are coming through. Because if I go to Etsy and I want to find summer dresses, you've got to be able to build your site to solve my problem of not knowing what summer dress I want. So know what problem you're solving. Is there competition? Absolutely, there's competition in the clothing niche. But if you can find a good clothing market, if you can find a good niche, you're going to be a lot better off than if not. And lastly, is it something that you know about? If you don't have an interest in clothing, I've had children, so I know about baby clothing, I know about maternity clothing, but we're not having any more children. That my interest in, again, with all due respect to pregnant families out there, I have no interest in baby clothes and I have no interest in maternity clothes. So me trying to create a site on that is going to wear thin fairly quickly, because I just wouldn't have any interest in writing what I'm doing or taking the time to set up my site. That's why artists and fashion designers and that are very good in the Etsy field, because it's their passion, it's what they're at. So if you're someone who creates clothes and loves to make clothes, loves to accessorize, things like that, then online sales of clothes is a very, very good niche to get into. A lot of competition, but if you can narrow it down and really nail, it's really worthwhile. There's one locally to us, if you're looking for an example of this. do a search for From Zion, FORMZION. It's not a political thing. It's named after their son. You'll see how they've got a niche, and they've got a magical following in this part of the world, throughout Australia actually. So have a look. It's something that can really show you how a niche in the fashion industry can really work well. Solving the problem. All right, so what do we need to do? We need to go a couple of ways. We need an online presence. So that can be a website. You've got your social media that you'll need. So now your website might be your own website, and normally in these sort of posts, as I said before, if we're talking about affiliate marketing, we're saying build your own website, write your posts on solving problems. So if mine's on, excuse me, if mine's on mine's on baby clothes, mine might, some problems I'm solving might be clothes for big babies, clothes for little babies, clothes for premature babies, clothes for babies who suffer from heat rash, clothes for babies that suffer from nappy rash, all those sort of things. And then you write all your posts about, has your baby got nappy rash? I suggest you try this and this and this. You might even branch your site out into some product as well, some nappy rash cream and that sort of stuff. There's nothing wrong with that, as long as you don't drift too far. And that's solving your problems. So that's a normal standard website you might create. Or you might just create yourself your Shopify or your Etsy or your Amazon page as well. So you'll need a website. Social media might be how you promote your products. Obviously, a lot of people in the fashion industry and clothing industry use Instagram because it's very visual. You might use YouTube to create what are those montages of all your different clothes. So some nice music in the background and people twirling around in all the different summer dresses, or guys walking along and running along in all their sporting clothes or something like that. So that's something that you might use Instagram for. Instagram, being the second largest search engine in the world behind Google, might be the only thing you use. You might just have video after video after video after video of all your clothing, links down the bottom, people click on that and go straight to your Etsy page. YouTube and Etsy, there you go. You've got your setup. You don't need to create your own website. And that's one of the advantages that you might have with a product like this. And then join like-minded groups. Again, if you're in the baby niche, join mums groups. If you're in the business niche, get onto LinkedIn, get onto clothing, get onto business type forums. If you're in the sporting thing, get into sporting groups, get into sporting forums, anything where people are discussing their interest in what it is you're selling. Babies actually, almost become a hobby for ladies who are pregnant, some ladies who are pregnant, because it's a magical, it's a very important time in their lives. So they go all in. And from a purely business point of view, take the emotional side out of it, they spend a lot of money on baby stuff. So again, and that could be another niche you could spread out to. Instead of just having baby clothes, you might go into baby. I mean, there's a lot of baby sites out there, so you're in a lot of competition. Do your keyword searches and see what comes out. I mean, you can't see this here, but if I have a quick look at keyword searches for baby strollers, and there's 3,900 searches for baby strollers per month. And let's see what competition you've got. You've got about 190 sites that have that. So it's not too bad. You'd need to narrow that down. But as a niche, if you're doing that within a niche, then it's not too bad as well. So again, your niche is quite important. But we're talking about clothing, not baby stuff. I might do another post on baby stuff, but that's what we're looking at. How do we sell them? Now, as usual, again, we've got our online process, we've got our multi-level marketing platforms, the party plan circuit. I couldn't find as many here as what I can for what you do for others, like your Tupperware, cosmetics, Mary Kay, Arbonne, all those sort of ones, essential oils, has your Young Living and doTERRA, your supplements, Herbalife, Omnicare, I think it is. There's those sort of industries have lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of niche market MLM programs. Clothing, not so much, and the clothing ones tend to be more high-end fashion, jewelry, accessories. So there's not as big a range there, but I've listed some on the page here. W by Worth, Cabby, Essential Bodywear for your lingerie and underwear. That's another good market you might have. And again, you can do underwear for all stages of someone's life. From newlywed right up to pensioner, to the elderly, you can do it for the whole range. Multi-level marketing programs are okay because you can get the commissions for the sales you make, but you can also get commissions if you manage to drag people in as an on-seller themselves. You then get commissions for people underneath you. Depends on the program. Some of them are quite aggressive with their expectations of you to bring underlings or downstream or underlings in underneath you. And most of them also have a minimum payment requirement. So, for example, I'm not sure about the clothing ones I've looked at. The Essential Bodywear one did have, I think it was about $100 per month that you must purchase yourself. I know essential oils and most supplement ones will make you purchase around $100 per month yourself to qualify for commission. So if you're on a new site and you're not earning a lot of money yet, that can be a slight downfall of what you're looking at as well. From there, you've got your affiliate marketing programs, which are your standard affiliate marketing through Amazon, through any other site. If you do a search affiliate and then baby clothes or affiliate maternity clothes or just affiliate clothes, you'll see the affiliate marketing sites that you can find. Amazon, as I say, is a nice big one, and Amazon will actually let you get into you can promote the bigger companies as well through Amazon without having to join the multi-level marketing programs if that's how you choose to go. With most affiliate programs, check them out, make sure their commissions, they're paid okay, make sure they pay their commissions. Small ones don't always pay because they don't have the cash flow. Make sure that their customer service and shipping logistics are on track. Otherwise, again, you'll be the one who'll cop the flak. And make sure they've got quality products. If you don't have quality products, it's something that happens a lot. If you buy a dress off eBay and it turns up and it's the wrong size or the wrong shape or not even a dress, if you're someone who promoted that, well then the vendor's not going to be the one who gets in trouble. It's going to be you. So they're things to be aware of and just things to consider when you're looking at your affiliate marketing. And then you've got white labeling. Now, white labeling is something that allows you to, all you simply do in there is go in there and you purchase clothes from somebody else. They put your label on it and you sell them. That's all. That's what you do. You can go one or two ways. You can get the products in yourself and sell them through Etsy and those sort of things if you've made them. Or you can send them your label, they'll put your label on it and you just have your website and send the shipping to them. They'll take more of a cut if they do it that way. But white labeling, I mean, in the fashion industry, white labeling, you could even call that if you go down to your local op shop or you bring in, you find a cheap manufacturer in China or Mexico or somewhere and you're bringing in, 10,000 dresses at $5 each and then on selling them through your pages. That's all white labeling in the fashion industry. And then the last one you've got, moving on from your white labeling into marketplace stores, which is where you actually promote your products on Amazon, eBay, Etsy, Shopify. There's Zazzle is another one I know of. Alibaba is another one. There's hundreds of them out there. Do some searches, you'll be able to find plenty of them. The advantages of those are you can set your own little shop up within the platforms. You pay a monthly subscription for most of them to be able to put your products up. They'll also take a cut of your sale, around 10%, I think most of them are. But having said that, you don't need to build a website. You've already got the traffic coming to those marketplaces. So if I go to Amazon and search for lady summer dresses, yours will come up in the crowd. Same with Etsy, same as the others. Some of them will give you access to manage your own sales, manage your own shipping, or they can do that for you again for a price as well. So there's some definite advantages in the clothing space to be able to use the marketplace programs, white label into the marketplace programs, or create your own products and move them into the into the marketplaces. Okay, well that's pretty much it for clothing online. So find out what you need, work out what your niche is, work out how you want to sell them. So are you going to create a website, sell them through social media, sell them through the marketplaces, source your product, whether you make it themselves, white label them, import them, do whatever you need to do, or affiliate marketing, and off you go. Okay, thanks guys, thanks for listening, thanks for reading my post. As usual, please like and subscribe below. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to comment below and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you have. Okay, thanks guys, bye.